Hello, you're listening to Abstract AF. I'm Sneha Jaiswal, and I am going to recommend you five graphic novels just for the sake of their beautiful artwork. Let's start with number five, even though it doesn't necessarily mean that they're in some particular ranking. And number five is Ye by Guilherme Petreka. The artwork in this book reminded me both of Tintin and Little Prince, even though it's actually pretty different and colorful, and is a beautiful blend of medieval European styles and modern stroke. It's actually never mentioned what time period the story unfolds, but it's about this boy called Ye who's marked by a curse, and he sets out on an exciting journey to find a witch who people claim can help him. It's a cute, quick book and gets over in a blink of an eye. So let's move on to number four. Brazen by Penelope Bijou. Now, I feel like I have already maybe recommended this book, but I would do it again. It's not exactly a graphic novel per se, but is instead a collection of short stories about real life women who were kick ass in their own ways. The creator's amazing artwork just breathes life into the lives of these amazing ladies, and you will be turning page after page, meeting fascinating women from around the world from different points in history who refused to bow down to societal norms set by men and carved their own blazing path. Number three is a five-part comic book series called Mamo by Sass Millage, and wow, the artwork, the colors, and the mood settings just blew me away. I can't say the same thing about the plot, honestly. It's something about a girl whose mother is being troubled by a poltergeist and she seeks out the witch to help her. But the story unfolds in this beautiful sleepy town by the sea called Harrisden, and it has this gorgeous green scenery, and it's like you can almost feel the breeze coming from the pages to you. I just loved the artwork and would totally recommend Mamo by Sasmilage for its gorgeous illustrations. Number two on my list is Sheet, the graphic novel by Brenna Thumbler, which also has an equally beautifully drawn sequel called Delicates, and both books follow a 13-year-old protagonist called Marjorie Glatt, who runs her family laundry business, has to manage school on the sides, and while juggling between the two, she also has to handle a ghost who eventually ends up becoming her friend. Brenna Thumbler uses a lot of pleasant pastel shades, so you have a lot of blues and pinks throughout her artwork, and they're very calming and relaxing to the eyes, and there are some panels that are wallpaper worthy. Basically, both Sheets and Delicates are the kind of books that you would want to read with a warm cup of beverage on a cold winter night. It's a cozy, warm read that makes time fly by. And now to the last graphic novel recommendation just for the artwork, Ballad for Sophie, which also has a very interesting filmy story to boot. I was in love with this book by Philippe Mello and Yuan Kavya, which is about this journalist who tries to interview an eccentric and reclusive music legend called Julien Dubois. The artwork is vibrant, vivid, and gives off a slight watercolors mixed with crayons texture. And yeah, just like the rest of the graphic novel recommendations on this list, it's a dreamy book. I love the mood and the palette of the panels, and they keep changing according to the scene that's unfolding in the book. Ballad for Sophie delves into tested trope. It's a kind of graphic novel that's perfect material for a Hollywood adaptation, maybe a movie or a series. And yeah, that's a wrap on my five graphic novel recommendations that you should read for the artwork. Talk to you the next time.